I hope YouTube doesn't think I'm trying to make people and convince them into unaliving themselves. It's quite the opposite. Hey, how you doing? I hope you've had quite a day until now. I want to get into it straight up. Right now, I want to tell you how you can be sad, how you can be miserable for the rest of your life, hopefully, and how you can be absolutely lonely, and you can feel worthless like you want to, right? I want to tell you how exactly you can achieve this beautiful achievement in your life. Okay? All right. So let's get into it. So there's some things that you need to do that start with little things. We can start with little things, but these are essential things that you should pay attention to what I'm saying to be able to exactly get the result that you're looking for, to be sad and miserable. Okay. So pay attention. First thing you want to do is you would want to start just talking to yourself, and whenever, like, even talking to other people, whenever you want to talk, you want to say something, just say how sad you are, how miserable you are. Just repeat it. Even if you're not, just repeat it. When someone asks you, hey, how's your day been? You'll be like, man, it hasn't been good. Or I've had better days. I don't know, something like that. But just, you should keep repeating to yourself, like, these things that would, in a way, affect you. So you would be able to achieve that feelings that you want, that state that you want to be in, which is sadness. For example, I'm trying to think of more example to give you. I don't know, when someone's asking you, how have you been doing lately? And actually, I've been terrible. I don't feel good. I feel sad. I feel miserable. And just keep repeating these things. Just keep repeating it. Just try to not be positive, basically. Just try to not be positive. When someone's asking you, hey, how are you? Don't say good. Don't say good. Say not that well, you know? And when other things that pops up, there's so many things, there's so many situations that you can get in, and you can just use your tongue, use your mouth in a way, use your words in a way that you can tell the whole world how sad you are, basically, right? Keep listening to sad music and just really pay attention to the lyrics. Just sing along with those sad lyrics. I don't know, like, there's a song that I knew, I don't know if it was by like, I think this singer called XXX Tentacion, something like that. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but yeah. I think it's by him, or maybe it's by someone else. It sounds pretty similar. It's called Dead and Numb? Dead and Cold, I guess. It's called Dead and Cold, something like that. If I can find it, I'll put it here. Listen to that, yeah, and feel like that. That would be a great start for you. But again, what you would want to do is just to keep repeating these things. Just keep repeating it like affirmation. I don't feel good. I feel sad. I feel miserable. I don't worth it. When you feel, I don't know, when something happens, when you help someone and you feel good, just keep telling yourself, why do I feel like this? I don't deserve it. I'm not a good person. Just keep saying that to yourself. You're not a good person. You don't deserve this good things happening to you, right? Because you're a miserable piece of crap. That's what you want to do. Just keep repeating those things. Why am I telling you this? Why do you want to keep repeating this? This is so important. When you keep repeating these things, they say, change your story, change your life. That's what they say. So you want to keep saying these things to you, even if at the beginning it sounds like a lie. There's a quotation that says, if you keep saying a lie big enough, loud enough, and long enough, people will start to believe you. And you are one of those people. You would start to believe yourself. So even if it sounds as a lie, don't worry. It will eventually sound like it's true, right? You would start to believe it. You know who said that quotation? Hitler. Okay. Anyway, so you want to say these words. You want to use your words. You want to say these sentences, affirmations, you call it, whatever you want to say. You want to keep repeating this, because when you keep repeating this, change your story, change your life. When you keep saying these things, your mind will you would start to believe it. When you start to believe it, your nervous system would see this as your identity. Because with repetition, you would feel more comfortable with saying those things, and you would be more comfortable with feeling those feelings. So you are basically creating a safe space for yourself, a comfortable place for yourself, which, which will be those feelings. Those feelings will basically be like friends to you, right? They would be like friends to you, but it's more like a friend that would keep beating you up, right? But you don't want to disappoint your friends, right? You want to keep back going to those friends so they can beat you up. So they can beat you up over and over and over again. Those are your friends, right? Those are your friends. Those emotions are your friends. So you would keep back and keep going back to those emotions, the sadness, that feeling of worthlessness, a feeling that you're not good enough. You want to keep going back to them. And it would eventually become the story of your life. It will eventually become your identity. And when you build that identity, no matter if you like somehow, somewhere get into a situation that you're starting to be happy, or for example, you meet someone that you can feel loved with them. You feel happy with them. They make you feel loved and appreciated. When you are in that situation, it doesn't matter because you have created this beautiful identity that when those things happen, when you've received that love from that person, when you start to be happy with that person, you will become rich. You will start rejecting those emotions because you know deep down you're a worthless piece of crap because you built that identity. Now it's your comfort zone. Now you're in the dark. So when you start going to the light, you you cannot see. You'll be like, oh my God, I don't belong here. I should go back to darkness. I should go back to my comfort zone. This is where you want to get. This is the end point for you. So you'll eventually get to that place. You will feel worthless, and eventually, you will be worthless. And maybe at the end, somehow you can, I don't know, get so depressed that you can unalive yourself. But that's if you want to get there, right? Even to start with, you can just not do these things, right? But you want to get there. So you would keep doing these things that I just told you, right? You would do these things that I told you to be able to get there. So I want to tell you there's like an example of two wolves, one in the dark and one in the light, right? And I want to tell you this because maybe you're like, well, I don't feel, maybe because some of you, I know some people are already one step ahead. They already do feel worthless a little bit. So it's easier for them to be able to get to completely be in that situation. It's a little bit easier for them. But maybe someone is watching this and they're like, oh my God, well, I do have sad moments, but I do have great moments and happy moments as well. So if I want to be sad, if I want to be lonely, and if I want to feel like a piece of crap, how do I do that? I don't really, I'm not like other people that are already one step ahead. Well, this example of two wolves, one in the dark and one in the light, in the light. Which one lives? Which one do you think would live? If you said the one in the light, you're wrong. It's the one that you feed. The one that you feed will stay alive. If you don't feed the one in the light and you feed the one in the dark, even though the other one is in the dark, it would stay alive because it's eating. And the other one will just starve to death. So that's what you want to do. You want to just keep feeding the darkness. You want to just keep feeding it. You want to focus on the negative feelings. You want to just amplify them and making more of them with saying things about yourself, even the lies. You would eventually believe them and you would eventually feed this world in the darkness and it would keep living. And eventually the other one would die because what you have been doing is probably feeding both of them. So you just want to keep your attention on the wolf on the dark. So that's how it can stay alive, and the other one will eventually die. So that's what you want to do, because that's what you want to get, right? Right? I don't know how you felt about this, because normally people make videos about how to succeed in life, how to get into the place that, I don't know, they want to be, how to be more confident, how to be uh, happier in a way. But if you paid attention to everything I just said, maybe some of them felt familiar. Maybe there's some of the things that I just said, you're still doing those things. You're like, okay, so I just need to keep doing more of the things I'm already doing. And maybe now you can see, if you do feel worthless, if you are in that dark place, maybe you can see how you got there, but recognizing these patterns. Because these things just basically keeping and feeding the wolf in the dark, and using those words against yourself, using your whole existence, your behaviors, your words that you tell to yourself and tell to others. If you keep using all of those things against yourself, you would eventually feel that loneliness and worthlessness and all those crappy feelings that we have. But that's the thing. Those things, those feelings, those emotions. We all have such a variety of feelings that we feel, and we choose at the end of the day which wolf we're feeding. So I just wanted to make this video and tell you, in a way, what are we doing, and if you really want to get to that level. So maybe some of you do, but I hope YouTube doesn't think I'm trying to make people and convince them into unaliving themselves. It's quite the opposite. What I'm trying to do is to let you know that at the end of the day, whether you want to accept it or not, it's your decision. You decide how to feel. You decide which wolf to feed. And you can do the same thing in the other direction, towards the light. And then you can make that wolf in the darkness starve. And you can live in the light. You don't have to feel sad. You don't have to feel worthless. You are not worthless. Just keep trying and realize that you are worth the happiness, and anyone that keeps you otherwise is lying to you. Even if it's your parents, even if it's the closest people to you, even if it's yourself that is saying those lies to you. They're lies. They're not the reality. They're not true. You are worth happiness. You are worth love and all the good things that this world has to offer. Remember the quote: if you keep saying a lie big enough, loud enough, and long enough, people will start to believe it. So it's okay if you have been told these lies that you're not worthy. It's okay if you have been told these for such a long time and you believed it, but they're not true. And you're worth every ounce of happiness that this world has to offer. But at the end of the day, you choose whether to be in the light or in the dark. So please don't procrastinate deciding which way you want to go. Decide today, decide now that you want to be happy. Decide now that you want to feel happy. You want to live in the light. Don't procrastinate. Don't be like, okay, well, I should decide this, and then don't decide. Don't take this video like the other videos or the short content in social media that are just trying to tell you something, and then you go to the next one. You don't have time to think about this. Think about this, please. Please think about this and decide right now to be in the light. Thank you for giving me your attention. And I will see you in the next one. And I will give you 2 minutes before you go on